Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Saturday, August 9th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Saturday, and I hope you folks are enjoying your weekend so far. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we are expecting for tomorrow, which is Sunday, as we close out the weekend, the entire upcoming week, as well as a preview of next weekend. So, without further ado, let's get things started here on this Saturday night. Yes, we're in the middle of the second weekend of August. Here's my National Day calendar segment for you all. Okay, first off, today was National Book Lovers Day. On this day, National Book Lovers Day harnesses all the excitement bibliophiles feel about the books into one celebration. Hashtag National Book Lovers Day. A day for all those who love to read. National Book Lovers Day encourages you to find your favorite reading place, a good book, whether it be fiction or non-fiction, and read the day away. Bibliophile. The definition of a bibliophile: a person who has a great appreciation for or collects books. Step back in time. The very first books used in parchment of vellum or calfskin for the book pages. The book covers were made of wood and often covered with leather. Clasp or straps kept the books closed. Public libraries appeared in the Middle Ages. Public libraries often chained the books to a shelf or a desk to prevent theft. Moving forward, along with several recent developments, book manufacturers use digital printing. Book pages are printed using toner rather than ink. As a result of digital printing, print on demand opens up a whole new realm of publishing. In this case, distributors don't print the books until the customer places the order. More and more people read ebooks. Ebooks, or electronic book, refers to a book-length publication in digital form. They are usually available through the internet. However, they can also be found on CD-ROM and other systems. Read an ebook on a computer or via a portable book display device known as an ebook reader, such as a Reader, Nook, or Kindle. Here's how it's observed. Sit back, relax, and read. Don't forget to share the joy of reading with young people in your life. Inspire them with your favorite novel or find out about the last book they took off the shelf. Read to the littlest of the up-and-coming readers too. And share what you're reading. And share what you're reading too. Need more ways to celebrate? Here's a list of them. Shop for a new title to read or explore the shelves for one you would like to give. Explore the shelves of used bookstores. You might find an out-of-print tome that might become the highlight of your collection. Discover the world of online bookstores. Their stock includes a variety of subjects and collectible items too. Record a video if you're reading a story for a child in your life. Randomly give a book to someone. Visit your public library and check out a favorite tome. Use hashtag National Book Lovers Day to post on social media and spread the word. So here are some facts about National Book Lovers Day. More than a dozen book, author, and reading-related holidays fill the calendar. Celebrate World Book Night and Talk Like Shakespeare Day. Both are observed on April 23rd. Children's Book Week is twice a year, once in May and then again in November. Reading eBook Way or Electronic Book Week is in March. Random Acts of Poetry Day is in October. Another one in October is National Friends of Libraries Week. Many authors are also celebrated on the calendar, and others have founded their own National Day celebrations. Check out Sharita J. Herring, Deanna Booker, and Lisa Wainbrick, and Robert Burns, and J.R.R. Tolkien. Yes, printed book sales. The answer to this question will be both yes and no about the decline of printed book sales. The answer to this question are both yes and no. As of 2019, sales of as on 2019 statistics, sales of print books are down in brick and mortar settings, but as an industry, sales are up in nearly all categories. I guess you could say sales are down if you like going to an actual bookstore. Of course, we do not have many of those anymore, and sales are up if you order online like through Amazon, etc. In the Japanese language, the word is sundoku. There is no word for this in the English language. Bibliophiles often have such a collection. They usually have more unread books than read ones. Did you teach your child to read a book? Did you take your child to a public library? Did you encourage your child to read any books throughout the summer? Not only was so there's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with picking up a book and finding it to read, especially as we get into the start of this upcoming school year. Also, today was National Bowling Day. Each year on the second Saturday in August, National Bowling Day encourages everyone to set up the pins, now go throw strikes. While bowling style games likely exist in ancient civilizations, here's some facts about National Bowling Day. On the second Saturday in August, National Bowling Day encourages everyone to set up the pins, now go throw strikes. Hashtag National Bowling Day. While bowling style games likely exist in ancient civilizations, we probably owe the modern game of bowling to Germany. Kegels were used much like batons for protection or sport. Participants would place the kegels at the end of an alley. Each person then rolled a stone, attempted to knock down the kegels. It was believed that knocking down the kegel, their sins would be forgiven. Other lawn games such as boosting and petting may also be precursors to bowling. One such bowling game was called Nine Pins. American literature first mentions nine pins in Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle. Bowling, like many sports, attracted gamblers. As a result, the game came under the scrutiny of legislators and city councils. In 1841, Connecticut passed a law prohibiting nine-pin bowling alleys. Circumventing the law, alleys added one pin to the lineup. Very little about the game has changed since. In the 1950s, the game introduced the first rubber compound bowling ball. Up until then, players threw wooden balls made of lignum vitae. However, this modern ball launched a whole new era of bowling. During the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, South Korea, bowling was featured as a demonstration sport. However, the game never returned to the Olympics again. Here's how it says, hope you've spent this Saturday, always the second Saturday in August, by gathering up a group of friends and family and going bowling together. Throughout the country, bowling alleys offer discounts and deals to celebrate the day. Whether you decide to go during the day or at night, bring several friends. It doesn't matter how you play. It doesn't matter how well you play either. The point is to have fun. Good evening to you, Courtney. How are you doing on this Saturday night? How was your day today? So good to see you. Here are the ways to celebrate this day. Read up on bowling and pin action by Jean-Marie Manzon or in Bowling Across America. 50 States and Rented Shoes by Mike Walsh. Take a bowling class and learn how to improve your skills. Teach someone how to bowl. Give a shout out to your favorite bowling alley. Watch the documentary A League of Ordinary Gentlemen by Christopher Brown. Use hashtag National Bowling Day to post on social media and alert others. Here's how bowling got started. The Bowling Proprietors Association of America Incorporated sponsored their first bowling. The Bowling Proprietors Association of America Incorporated sponsored the first National Bowling Day in association with the General Cigar Company and NBC TV in 1956. Attracting millions of bowlers, the event raised money for the American Red Cross through hundreds of bowling tournaments in 48 states. On October 14, 1956, the televised final bowl-off on National Bowling Day in Macon County, Illinois, featured bowling stars Bill Lillian and Anita Cantillane of Detroit. The event never repeated. the National Bowling Day traditions have started once more. Continuing in the same spirit as the 1956 event, the modern era National Bowling Day takes care of others while taking down those pins. One example was the Million Pin Challenge. Donations help provide 500,000 meals to feeding America to fight domestic hunger. Today's bowling balls are made of different materials. The most common are overstock plastic, urethane, reactive resin, and particle. Depending on the type of performance, durability, and the bowler's skill, they may prefer one material over another. The Thunderball, the largest bowling alley in the United States. The Thunderbolt in Allen Park, Michigan boasts the country's largest bowling alley with 90 lanes. Bowling is not an Olympic event. The heaviest bowling ball allowed in the sport is 16 pounds. How was your day today, Courtney, and how's your weekend going so far? Can't believe back to school time is already in session again. So that's my topic to you guys about National Bowling Day. Always remember. So I'm sure that Holiday Lanes in Bossier City on Old Minden Road and All-Star Lanes on Mansfield Road in Shreveport have had special deals throughout this day, and each year as National Bowling Day. So always remember the second Saturday in August is known as National Bowling Day. Not only was today Book Lovers Day and National Bowling Day, today also was National Passion Fruit Day, National Beet Day, National Garage Sale Day. Also today was National Rice Pudding Day. And now here's my famous birthday segment for you all here on this Saturday night. Excuse me. This is my famous birthday segment here on this Saturday night. Today, movie actress Anna Kendrick turns 40. Wrestler Alexa Bliss turns 34. Football player and current college football head coach Deion Sanders turns 58, or also known as Coach Prime. Today he turns 58. TV actress Jessica Capshaw turns 49. TV actress Ashley Johnson turns 42. TV actress Gillian Anderson turns 57. TV actor Kevin McKidd turns 52. Movie actor Sam Elliott turns 81. Movie actor Eric Bana turns 57. TV actor Justice Smith turns 30. TV actor Thomas Lennon turns 55. TV actor Dan Levy turns 42. TV actress Rhona Mitra turns 49. Movie actress Melanie Griffith turns 68. And those in remembrance from this day that remember today, rapper King Von would have turned 31, and also R&B singer today R&B singer and America's most highly well-known actresses Whitney Houston today would have turned 62. Earlier today on this day, Saturday, August 9th. So, that pretty much sums up my National Day calendar segment here on this Saturday night. Now let's get to it. Now let's get into it with the remainder of your weekend weather. And also, I have the very latest of what is happening. I also have the very latest of what appears to be happening in the tropics. I have an update on that. Now I think that now of course I do have chances of rain in the forecast returning. We're still going to have the heat and humidity around. I'll let you guys know exactly how long the heat's going to last and when do rain chances return. Now chances of rain may return sooner than you think. Just watch and see. Warm conditions are expected tonight with skies becoming partly cloudy. So warm and partly cloudy tonight with tonight's forecast. We're forecast to see temperatures in the lower to mid upper 70s. So we should at least be in the mid 70s tonight overnight. And of course, here's what to expect tomorrow as we go into your Sunday. So highs will range in the mid 90s to near 100 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow for your Sunday. So tomorrow may actually be somewhat just slightly below normal. And I'll explain why tomorrow may not be quite as hot as today. Highs will range in the middle 90s to near 100 degrees tomorrow for your Sunday. Look for high temperature Sunday. Generally well up in the 90s with peak heat index values expected to be near 100 degrees to near 105 degrees. So here's the maximum heat indices for Sunday. The heat index of what it's actually going to feel like. Heat indices will range near 100 to near 105 degrees. So we're going to. So even though this is letting you guys know exactly how hot it's going to feel outside in the shade, and if you're in direct sunlight, it could feel awfully hotter. Now here are your averages and records for this day, Saturday, August 9th. 96 is the normal high, 74 is the normal low. Record high is 106 set on this day back in 2011. 58 is the record low set on this day back in 1989. And of course, what you see here, much of the entire area is not. What you see here, the entire area is not under a. The entire area is not under a watch or a warning. Only exception that happens to be under heat advisories in portions of southern. In portion of southern Oklahoma is under a heat advisory. Elsewhere, we're not under any advisories, watches, or warnings. So it means that means that we've also allowed for parts of the area to experience some with sea breeze activity, creating with the outflow boundaries, creating a few showers and storms to develop. So. But also, although parts of the area did experience some rumbles of thunder, but generally, generally, we just saw the slight increase of winds. Of course, fortunately, did not result in any power outages or anything like that. So we did not have much of any storms. These are most likely concentrated well to the east of us. Of course, we're seeing this quite a bit of sea breeze activity. So nothing shown on the Shreveport radar here on this Saturday night. We're all quiet. But what you see here is the sea breeze activity, especially along the and off the Florida, along the along parts of the Gulf Coast. This could be with with tropical moisture, but no places inland is currently experiencing any rain, any shower, thunderstorm activity here on this Saturday night. Just stay tuned. We can see things change, especially as we go into the upcoming week. Especially, so stay tuned. Things could gradually change, especially as we go into the upcoming week. So once again, it turned out to be another seasonally hot and humid day. So we've actually seen a bit more cloud cover during the day, with the mix of clouds and sunshine. And of course, so we did see a mix of clouds and sun. It actually did turn out to be yet another hot day for us here in Shreveport earlier today. As once again high temperatures did make their way into the upper 90s earlier today on this Saturday. So it was indeed another hot one for us, as we were just a few degrees above our normal high temperature. Our actual high temperature in Shreveport according to the National Weather Service, the actual high temperature today reached 98 degrees. So that was about a degree lower than what the high temperature has been here the past couple days. So actual high temperature here in Shreveport today was 98 degrees. So here's my almanac. Here's what the actual high and low temperature was today. Today's high in Shreveport was 98. After low temperature this morning was 77. And so far today, despite with the, of course, some areas actually on this. It was actually a severe thunderstorm warning issued for parts of the area, is in parts of Shreveport, but we did not receive any rain or any downpours, anything like that. So basically, we've actually had no rain earlier today. So high was 98. That's 2 degrees. That's 2 degrees above our normal high, which is 96. Our actual high today was 98. That's 2 degrees above our normal. Our actual high temperature today in Shreveport was 98 degrees. Our actual high temperature today in Shreveport was 98 degrees. That's 2 degrees above the normal high of 96. Our actual low temperature today was 77. That's 3 degrees above the normal low of 74. And we did not receive any rain. So so we have been dry here for exactly 1 week now. So it's been it's been a seasonally hot and dry start to the weekend, which once again it feels like temperatures did surpass 100, and that's not changing. And guess what? That is not going to change anytime soon. So if you're liking heat and humidity, which is what we typically find this time of year in August, get used to it, because because the heat and the humidity it's gonna be around for a while. So we basically had a dry start to the weekend, and I'm just gonna let you guys exactly how your Sunday is gonna turn out to be. Temperature outside here on this Saturday night is 81 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is 70%. Dew point is 70 degrees. We have an east wind at 5 miles per hour. Feels like temperature, the heat index of 85 degrees. Barometric pressure is 29.99 inches of mercury, and visibility is at 10 miles. Excessive rainfall and significant flooding in the upper Midwest this weekend. Heavy to excessive rainfall is expected over the weekend across eastern Iowa, northern Missouri, northwest Illinois, and southern Wisconsin. Numerous flash floods, some with significant impacts are expected in these areas. Heaviest rainfall will occur overnight Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to have multiple ways to receive warnings. So some of us could be dealing with a fairly decent amount of showers and storms throughout the upcoming week. Now let's see what is happening here in the tropics. Since hurricane season, since the tropics are starting to become a lot more active, and we could be dealing, and of course, excuse me. So far, we're watching 2 possible tropical waves. They're both out in the waters of the Atlantic and could be approaching the eastern fringes of the Caribbean within the next week or so. And we also one of these could actually go northward into the Atlantic, or one could continue its way westward through the Gulf, north into the Gulf of Mexico. I'll let you guys know exactly where one of these 2 tropical waves will go. So stay tuned with the very latest of what is happening in the tropics. So it looks like things could turn out to be. So it looks like we could. So it looks like that with the next couple of weeks could be pretty active in the tropics. So this is something we have to monitor very closely with the next week. So I'm always going to keep you guys ahead with what is happening in the tropics. As of right now, We currently do not have any named storms in the tropics, but it is always important to stay up to date. So we always want to stay aware of what is happening in the tropics. So tonight here at home, we're expecting seasonally warm temperatures as we bottom out at 75 degrees with mostly clear skies. Of course, tonight expect mostly clear skies. With seasonally warm temperatures as we bottom out at 75 degrees with the southeast wind at 5 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Now tomorrow going to your Sunday, still expect to be a seasonally hot day, but however temperatures may be just slightly below normal tomorrow for your Sunday. So that means, but with the humidity, with the humidity around, it's gonna make it feel like it's gonna be well over 100. So my suggestion to you guys is to please take it easy if you're planning on being out and about. So my suggestion to you guys to please make sure you're taking it easy while being outside. As the heat indices will surpass 100. So I say that I'll say your feels like temperature should be around 103. So hot. So that's when it's going to feel like in the shade of 98, but the actual feels like temperature of 108. So I'm going to say your actual feels like temperature should be around 103. With the high temperature 94 degrees. So we're actually going to be just slightly below normal, but that's so we're going to pertain a more we have a typical end into the weekend with rather we're going to end the weekend with more normal summertime conditions. So now, however, some areas, so it is possible that some areas could receive a pop-up shower too. That could be possible. So, but it's not going to be for everyone. So I say for the most part, as of right now, we should most likely stay dry going into your Sunday. So I'll keep you guys abreast if anything changes. High temperature tomorrow, 94 degrees. But the feels like temperature 103. Of course, that's with the humidity. We have an east-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. And of course, weather conditions should be fine. So heading out to church services tomorrow morning, we should expect mainly sunshine. And then around noon tomorrow, we'll start to see a few clouds come in with the feels like temperatures already rising above 100. Now here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After tonight's low temperature, 75 degrees with mostly clear skies. And of course, we have we'll start off tomorrow morning we have a seasonally warm start to the day tomorrow. Now going to your Sunday, expect mostly sunny skies. Expect most sunny skies tomorrow as we finish off your weekend. High of 94, low of 75. With the feels like temperature of 108. Actually, they should be around 103. With the feels like temperature of an east-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour with no rains expected. Monday, as we begin the upcoming work weekend, the first full week of school for some that they have already begun their first week of classes earlier this past week. Expect partly cloudy skies with a chance of spotty afternoon thunderstorms possible going into your Monday as we begin the upcoming week. High of 95, low of 77. Feels like temperature of 107. It should be averaging around 103 for your Monday as your feels like temperature. We have an east-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Tuesday, expect partly cloudy skies with another chance of possible with the pop-up shower in the afternoon. It'd be more the typical, typical summertime setup. A chance of those pop-up showers in the afternoon with increased sea breeze activity with the outflow boundary. With more sea breeze activity on the way for Tuesday. Expect partly cloudy skies with a chance of the possibility of a pop-up shower or two, mainly in the afternoon for your Tuesday. High of 93, low of 76. With the feels like temperature of 102, winds will be from the northwest at 5 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. Wednesday, again, it will be very warm with partly cloudy and very warm. Then expect a chance of a possible shower or thunderstorm to occur mainly in the afternoon. Another chance of a pop-up shower storm to occur late in the day. With the high of 97, low of 78, feels like temperature of 102. To make that feels like temperature 107. So Wednesday could be a bit more, a bit hotter. And of course, going to your, and also do not forget, Wednesday is the first day of school for Cattle Parish students. So they're probably, so you may need to tell your kids to pack an umbrella for their first day of school. Thursday, expect partly cloudy skies with a better chance of showers and thunderstorms. As we tend to look at the more widespread activity going into your Thursday. High of 96, low of 77. With the feels like temperature around 106. Winds will be from the south at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 50%. And also going to your Friday, it will be partly cloudy and very warm. Then expect a chance of a pop-up shower to occur in the afternoon. With the high of 98, low of 76, with the feels like temperature 105. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. And also going to your Saturday, now as we go into the start of next weekend, it would be hot with most of sunny skies with the high of 99, low of 78. Feels like temperature 105. Winds will be from the south at 7 miles per hour and no rains expected. So looks like that by the time we get into the start of next weekend, we should be drying things out. So we're just praying that these rain chances will help things out some, especially after praying that we get some added. I'm just praying that and hoping that we get some much needed moisture around here to help keep things even. To help prevent temperatures from rising far too much, especially like numbers that's actual high temperatures surpassing 100. Now, any of these days we can see heat advisories being issued, especially with the higher numbers now. With adding on to the heat and humidity, it's going to make it feel awfully hotter than what your actual high temperature should be. So, and then of course we close out next weekend. Now we're going to the conclusion of next weekend, which is next Sunday the 17th. Highs will reach the upper 90s with plenty of sunshine with no rain expected. Then Monday the following week, which is the 18th, expect plenty of sunshine with highs in the upper 90s and no rains expected. But then again, for Tuesday the 19th, expect partly cloudy skies with a chance of showers and thunderstorms possible. Highs will reach the upper 90s, chance of rain 30%. So we're going to be looking at fairly seasonally. So we're going to be in a more typical summertime pattern of high temperatures, mainly in the 90s over the next several days. So it looks like that we may have a slight lowering in your high temperatures for as we go into the first start of the week, and then we'll heat up as we go into the second half of the week. So highs will most likely remain in the 90s. That's not changing. So heat and humidity will be around for quite some time to come. So one way or another, you're just going to have to get used to it. So we could be looking at some very impressive numbers here. So again, high of 94. So again, so now here your numbers. So we will most likely stay in the in the low to mid up, mainly in the 90s over the next several days. That's not going to change. Not too far from typical August levels. So now here are your actual high temperatures for tomorrow. Now tomorrow for your Sunday, high of 94. So now tomorrow, which is Sunday, high of 94 with the feels like temperature of 103. Monday, high of 95 with the feels like temperature of 103. Tuesday, high of 93, the feels like temperature of 102. Wednesday, high of 97, feels like temperature 107. Thursday, high of 96, the feels like temperature 106. Friday, high of 98, feels like temperature 105. Saturday, high of 99, feels like temperature 105. So looks like we could see things heating up towards the second half of the week. So looks like that both tomorrow and of course Monday and Tuesday will be just like just a couple, at least we expect slightly below normal Daytime high temperatures for the next 3 days for both tomorrow, which is Saturday. I'm sorry, tomorrow, which is Sunday, and also Monday and Tuesday. Then we get back to the mid to upper 90s for daytime highs beginning Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and also the start of next weekend. And it looks like that we'll try to see the ridge of high pressure rebuilding back up as it goes into the start of the following week, followed by another rain chance towards the middle of the following week. Now your rain chances, so no rain expected for tomorrow. So no rain expected for tomorrow. That could change. As of right now, no rain. We're expecting a dry ending to the weekend, but rain chances do build back up as it go into the upcoming week. So there's gonna be at least a chance of it would be more of those typical pop-up scattered showers and storms over the next few days. So I have 30% rain chance for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Slightly higher for Thursday to a 50%. We could see more widespread activity happening for Thursday. 30% for Friday, and as of right now, next Saturday, which is the 16th, next Saturday would tend to dry out with no rain expected. So, like I said, have the umbrellas ready and be prepared for any pop-up shower to occur on any day. So have those umbrellas ready for any shower or storm or two that tends to pop on any day. So expect rainfall totals to be anywhere between quarter to half an inch between now and next weekend. But none of this heat and humidity is going to stick around for quite some time to come. Then we may see it looks like we could be looking at somewhat hotter temperatures as we go into the second half of the week. Now, of course, we are now it's been a day full of NFL preseason games. So here's the final score to each of these. So the New York Jets defeat the Green Bay Packers with the final score of 30-10. Also, the Denver Broncos defeat the San Francisco 49ers, final score 30-9. Also, earlier, Baltimore Ravens defeat the Indianapolis Colts 24-16. Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 34-27. The Las Vegas Raiders and Seattle Seahawks ended with a tie. The Cleveland Browns defeat the Carolina Panthers 30-10. The New York Giants defeat the Buffalo Bills 34-25. The Minnesota Vikings defeat the Houston Texans 20-10. Pittsburgh Steelers defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-25. The Los Angeles Rams win over the Dallas Cowboys 31-21. Tampa Bay Buccaneers win over the Tennessee Titans 29-7. And Arizona Cardinals defeat the Kansas City Chiefs with the final score 20-17. Now here are your NFL preseason games set up for tomorrow. Both games will be on the NFL Network for Sunday, August 10th. Tomorrow at noon, we'll have the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. And later on tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. And that will conclude this weekend's setup of NFL preseason games. So, and that will be all. And that will be all that I want to share with you guys here on this Saturday night. So that will be all that I want to share with you guys here on this Saturday night. And don't forget, be sure to take it easy. It looks like the high temperatures will most likely remain in the mid to upper 90s over the next several days with increasing rain chances as we go into the upcoming week. But not a washout by any means. Looks like Thursday we could see our highest chance of any rain. But rainfall totals should be anywhere between quarter to half an inch and possibly higher at some levels. Well, once again, this will be all that I want to share with you guys here on this Saturday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.